What is up, guys? It is Christ, and we are back with another video. Welcome back to, I'm going to say it this week because it's Dream Theater. Welcome back to Dream Theater Thursday. So this week we have the album Falling Into Infinity. Now, I'm not going to show the poll, but it was pretty one-sided, to say the least. It was sitting at, last time I checked, 88% of people wanted Falling Into Infinity over One Day in Dream Unite. So obviously we're going to go with Falling Into Infinity. Unfortunately, I am getting sick. I can feel it as the day progresses. I've recorded several things today trying to get stuff out for you while I'm sick. But I'm recording this 2 days in advance before the day I'm supposed to actually record it, because I'm getting sick, and if I wait even another day, I'm not going to sound good. Even right now, I'm not feeling the best. But we're going to power through it because I love me some Dream Theater. There's a surprise coming if it's not already up on the channel by the time you guys are watching this. But yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the album reaction. This is Falling Into Infinity. This came out in 1997, I believe. And this is one that I have been really looking forward to. A lot of good songs on this that people have suggested. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. New Millennium. Like the keyboard intro, and the bass by John Mayung is awesome too. Now, for what I understand, this one's actually pretty divisive. This album is. Now this is what I think with Derek on the keyboard. Ooh, we're really liking this so far. It's got a nice groove to it. I like the phaser effect on the guitar. That's nice. I like the slow intro to the song. That's nice. Definitely really groovy.
Single star behind me, a red sky burns ahead, a lonely life below me, I wake among the dead, an overwhelming feeling.
I don't like the grunge sound, I gotta be honest.
I sense a new beginning. I sense a wind of change.
Those are some harmonizing that like grunge would do. I just don't like that type of harmonizing. Okay, I like this. I love the instrumentation, I'm just not a fan of the harmonizing, the way they're doing it.
Funny feeling. Everything's gonna be alright now.
definitely has a more electronic sound than what I'm used to from them. It's not bad, it's just different.
How can you keep your head not go insane? The only light in the time.
I really like Myung's bass. It sounds really prominent here.
I can be tall, broken my pride. Hey, I felt you all through my leg. It's well overdue. I can't wait till
This honestly reminds me of Metallica's Load and Reload albums. Not even gonna lie. This right here is something that like sounds like it's from the same era.
tide is turning now, baby. Funny feeling. Everything's gonna be alright now.
So far, the song's really good. It's just the only gripes I have is with the harmonizing in the verses. I like this. The instruments themselves are really nice. I like this. Definitely different than Dream Theater I'm used to. I like it though. I dig it. A little more groovy. Oh, this sounds amazing. Derek's going off. I like this. Oh, hello. That's nice. That's really nice. Oh, wow. Oh.
I got this feeling. The tide is turning now, baby. Funny feeling. Everything's gonna be alright now. I got this feeling. The tide is turning now, baby. Funny feeling. Everything's gonna be alright now.
I feel bad giving it a negative rating, or at least not docking it because of the vocals, because the rest of the song was absolutely amazing. This is sort of in the same, I guess, ballpark as The Dark Eternal Night for me, because that song is absolutely amazing, but the verses are just, in that song, are just so distracting that it's hard to hear and understand the instruments underneath it. This isn't quite to that same extent, but it really, really is a personal preference. I do not like grunge. I will be completely honest. I do not like grunge. I don't like the harmonies in grunge. And the verses themselves, the way that Labrie was harmonizing, I don't know if it was with himself or Portnoy, they were very reminiscent of the way that grunge sort of does harmonies. I'm going to use Alice in Chains as an example with some songs that they have done. That song I checked out, what was it called? Never Fade. I just don't like the harmonies in that song, and this was reminding me a lot of that. So that in and of itself, I don't like. But the rest of the song was top tier, probably some of the best Dream Theater I have ever heard. The instrumentation behind this is absolutely amazing. I love the wacky experimental sound with this. It wasn't too serious, but holy crap, was there a lot of groove in this song. The solos were amazing. I loved Derek's keyboard playing. Portnoy's drumming was definitely top-notch. But it's just the vocals themselves, on the verses specifically, and not even all the verses, just in some sections, were the parts I didn't like. I hate giving it... We're just not gonna rate it. I don't rate songs in the albums. I rate the albums as a whole. I'll just say I enjoyed it for the most part. But the verses themselves are distracting. That being said, let's move on to You Not Me. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
It's all about you, not me. It's all about the things that you're expecting me to be. There's not enough time to live, and all that you're expecting me to give. It's all about you, not me. It's all about you, not
Interesting riffs. I don't think I've ever heard anything like this from Dream Theater.
building my prison brick by brick. Eating your words is making me sick.
I really like the abundance of bass on this record. 2 songs in, and I really love the amount of bass.
It's all about you, not me. It's all about the things that you're expecting me to be. There's not enough time to live, and all that you're expecting me to give. It's all about you, not me. It's all about you, not
Reminds me of Fixer for some reason by Metallica. Oh, yeah.
That's alright.
Love that solo.
Okay, it happens every single day. It's all the same.
Holy crap, that was an absolutely amazing song. Really enjoyed that one. Um, Before we get started on the review, I do want to make a quick note. I completely forgot to do sort of a lyrical in-depth analysis for the last one. In reality, it's just about it's about transitioning from the previous era to the new one, and about calling for people to wake up and that kind of stuff. Um, it's not really something I'm going to be getting into. I would have had I done it in the proper place, but I'm not going to do that now. Um, I am really enjoying the experimental sound on this particular record. And I think it's definitely going to shape up to be one of my favorites. Um, Really, there hasn't been any record that I haven't liked, at the very least, and then loved at the very most, obviously. Um, this one had a very different feel to it, I would say. Probably the most different Dream Theater song I've ever heard. There was an abundance of wah in the song, and I didn't really know what to think of it. Both of these songs have reminded me of Metallica's Load and Reload. I'm wondering if this is sort of their era for that, too. Kind of ironic. I think it came out the same year as Reload as well. There was a there was a riff in here that sort of reminded me of Fixer by Metallica as well. Overall, super happy with this stuff. It sounds really experimental. Every single instrument is shining on this particular record. The first few songs I've heard, keyboard has its place. The bass even has a lot more prominent roles than any other album that I've heard so far. Only 2 songs in, and the bass has been very prominent throughout them. Guitar solo was nice. The Breeze vocals were definitely nice. Here's the thing. So apparently this was one that Dream Theater was going to scrap, but then they brought someone else in. Apparently John Petrucci never really was a fan of this song, but he had someone else come in and they just decided to release it on the record anyways. He made some suggestions and they just released it. He says he still doesn't like it and he wouldn't ever do it again. That's kind of sad because I really enjoyed the song. Let's get into sort of an analysis. You Not Me originally started as You or Me. It is the first song that Dream Theater wrote with someone that is not in the band. It was written by John Mayung and Desmond Child, the 80s rock hit maker. Dream Theater's producer at that time, Kevin Shirley, listened to this song and felt it needed stronger, more powerful choruses, and that's how Desmond got involved in this masterpiece. Is the outcome with the lyrics written by John Petrucci. Desmond Child then joined Petrucci to transform the song into You, Not Me. The song talks about a nasty relationship, the individual who is selfish and demanding in any bond. This song explains how 2 people who are not in an equal give and take aren't going to last because the person who is having things taken away is going to get fed up. Which is kind of interesting. Now this is what he had to say, Mike Portnoy. Actually, it was Mike Portnoy that wasn't a fan. We weren't going to use the original version, You or Me. So far as I was concerned, it was a track that was going to be thrown away. Kevin Shirley, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to sort of paraphrase here. So they weren't going to use it, but then they ended up bringing somebody else in to help them finish it, and they just put it on the record anyways. But the general consensus is Dream Theater didn't really care for it too much. But we're not going to go too much into this because it's sort of self-explanatory. It says, being around you is driving me crazy. Watching you run is making me lazy. You're trying to buy a place in my head, telling me lines I've already read, speaking my name to try to confuse me, saying it again, you're starting to lose me. So the person is getting fed up with a lot of things that they're doing. They're running back and forth, doing different things, and they don't particularly like it, and it sort of makes them want to pull away from the situation. I'm not really going to get into this one. Let's see the chorus. It's all about you, not me. It's all about the things that you're expecting me to be. There's not enough time to live, and all that you're expecting me to give. Little tip: don't change for anybody in a relationship, because if they cannot accept you the way that you are, they'll never be satisfied. That's experience I've had in the past, and I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to that. They've changed to try and please somebody else, and it was never enough for them. Verse 2 says, you're building my prison brick by brick. Eating your words is making me sick. You get what you want, because nothing is sacred. You're reading my mind and leaving me naked. You gotta You say I gotta give before I receive it. One of these days, I'll believe it. So this person is obviously getting fed up. They feel like a prisoner trapped in their own home. They don't want to hear the words that this person is saying, but they just nod and accept it anyways because they want to avoid a fight or something like that. And they obviously are fighting and arguing about everything. Nothing is sacred. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, overall, it's about a pretty toxic relationship. Pretty good song. I really enjoyed it. But it is time to move on to the next song, Peruvian Skies. Now, I have not heard this song, but I have heard that there is a live version where they insert the Enter Sandman riff from Metallica into this song. And this is one I've been actually really excited to check out for a very long time. And the time has finally come to check it out. So if you guys can do me a favor and link that version into the comments, we will be checking that out. I want to do that as sort of a live reaction. That'd be kind of nice, especially if it's got like a Enter Sandman riff in it. What do you want, weirdo?
Hey, so I got nothing.
Hey, wait! You're actually being recorded right now.
Okay, so you want to hang out sometime after 1:15?
Possibly. Say subscribe to Christ.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Unsubscribe from Christ.
All right. That sounds good. We'll see you later.
Alright.
Well, you heard the man. Unsubscribe to me. Subscribe to PewDiePie. All right. Let's check out Peruvian Skies. Okay, I could see where that would come from. Okay. Definitely sounds like Enter Sandman, not gonna lie.
There it is. I swear he's gonna murder that poor kid. Wait, I hear it again. Don't turn on the lights until we hear the way it ends.
So far, I really like the acoustic nature of the song. I see what this song is about, and I don't know how much I'm going to talk about it.
I hope you know I'm taking all this with me when I go. Shame, you're not to blame. I'm the monster you created in your daddy's name. Under Peruvian skies.
Oh, it sounds really good. Kind of reminds me of Through Her Eyes. really emotional song so far. I don't know how much I'm gonna talk about the song, but it's really, really good. Definitely some verbal gymnastics if I'm gonna be talking about this. Really emotional solo, kind of sad as well by Petrucci. Holy crap. Oh yeah, there's some Derek. Holy crap, oh my god. I love how prominent the bass is.
Under Peruvian skies, Vanessa regret fully waits. The story unfolds in her eyes. When midnight hysteria's no big surprise. Battered and bruised, oh, it's confusing. The love that she's losing for hate.
Holy crap. Holy crap, what an amazing song. I'm trying to find an article about what happened. I can't find anything. If you guys could link an article, please do me a favor because I want to know what happened here. She either got deleted or she had a surprise adoption. Possibly both. I'm not gonna actually say the words. I'm not gonna say the words. I'm gonna use censored words because if I use the real words, they're gonna get the views are gonna tank on this video. She was either surprise adopted or she was deleted. So that's not a very I guess it's not a very happy song, especially if you talk about ending someone's existence. The verbal gymnastics I have to go through to stuff like this is ridiculous. Thanks, YouTube. Okay, let's look at the lyrics. Let's see what the lyrics have to say. Number one, I have to point out I can totally understand why they would use sort of Enter Sandman as sort of like a mashup. I have heard that there is an Enter Sandman version of this song where they use maybe a riff or something. I don't know. But there was definitely a couple points where they could have done it, and I fully expect to hear that there. The instrumentation on this song was absolutely phenomenal. I would easily say that this was the best one that I've heard so far, and I am super excited to hear more from this album. This one's going to be tough to beat. I'm being completely honest. This one's going to be tough to beat. Peruvian Skies was absolutely amazing. But let's get to the lyrical analysis. It says, there it is. I swear he's going to delete that poor kid. Wait, I hear it again. Don't turn on the lights until we hear the way it ends. So they are saying that they're basically hiding from this person, and they hear a commotion going on, and they're thinking they're going to delete the kid. The guy or whoever this is going to delete the kid. He says, under Peruvian skies, Vanessa regretfully waits. The story unfolds in her eyes, where midnight hysteria is. And so I'm assuming she was possibly the one that was eavesdropping in on this. No big surprise. Battered and bruised, always confusing. The love that she's losing for bad emotion. That's even a word that can do it apparently too. It says, poor Vanessa, poor Vanessa. It says, I'm assuming she was probably surprise adopted by now. And it says, hey, I hope you know I'm taking all of this with me when I go. Shame, you're not to blame. I'm the monster you created in your daddy's name. So maybe this is like someone that was abandoned or whatever, and then they came back with a vengeance or something. I'm not sure. Already went over the chorus. Terror by night, liar by day, telling her secrets won't take them away. I'm assuming the things that had happened to her is what this is talking about. Yeah, I'm not going to talk anymore about the song. I hate the mental gymnastics, or not really the verbal gymnastics I have to do with this particular stuff. It's so dumb. YouTube has just become a cesspool. Anyways, we are going to be moving on to Hollow Years. This is another ridiculously requested song. This is something that people have requested a lot, and I'm actually going to get it up here. This is one that people have requested a lot, and I am pretty excited to go check it out. So without further ado, let's get started. Looks like this is going to be a ballad.
He's just the kind of man you hear about, who leaves his family for an easy out. They never saw the signs. He never said a word. He couldn't take another day. Carry me to the shoreline. Bury me in the sand. Walk me across the water, and maybe you'll understand. Once the stone you're crawling under is lifted off your shoulders, once the cloud that's raining over your head disappears, the noise that you'll hear is the crashing down of
Really beautiful ballad. I really like this. That bugs me.
She's not the kind of girl you hear about. She'll never want another. She'll never be without. She'll give you all the signs. She'll tell you everything.
Oof.
Then turn around and walk away.
Yeah, I had that happen before. Definitely.
Carry me to the shoreline. Bury me in the sand. Walk me across the water, and maybe you'll understand. Once the stone
that's nice harmonizing. I like that.
Once the cloud that's raining over your head disappears, the noise
The
that
lead
you
is nice right there. I really like that.
the crashing down of hollow years.
Ooh, acoustic solo. Okay. I like it. Is that Rudess's head? It's funny.
Carry me to the shoreline, bury me in the sand, walk me across the water. Maybe you'll understand. Once the stone you're crawling under is lifted off your shoulders, once the cloud that's raining over your head disappears, the noise that you'll hear is the crashing down of hollow years. Once the stone you're crawling under, once the stone you're crawling under, once the stone
That was Petrucci singing. Why doesn't Petrucci do backup vocals more often? I've heard him a few times and he sounds so good. It scared me to death. Oh wow, what a really good song. Holy crap, that scared me to death. Okay, to put this in perspective, I have a view of what's being recorded right here. Like on my TV. I'm watching this on my TV, and I just seen this giant cloth-looking figure just like come out of the left side of the screen, and it just scared the crap out of me. It was my blinds. Holy crap, that was ridiculous. Hollow Years. Holy crap, what an amazing song. It was a ballad. It was super soft, but I really, really, really enjoyed that. I loved the lead play throughout the song, and I loved Petrucci's acoustic solo. That was really nice. Let's take a look and see what the lyrics have to say about this particular song. It says, written by Petrucci. Now, I actually heard during the outro of the song where it was saying, you're crawling under once under the stone, or it was the reverse way. I heard Petrucci's vocals, and I wish that he would do backup vocals more often. I've heard him in the Ministry of Lost Souls, and I absolutely loved his backup vocals in that particular song. Anyways, Hollow Years talks about the growth and maturation of a man who reflects on his past and understands how useless these years were. I will say that I will disagree with that. You can look at it one of two ways. You can either be unfruitful, and just sort of in that sort of aspect, I guess your years can be wasted. But then again, if you are really enjoying what you're doing, I don't consider it lost time at all. For example, this channel, I have people that don't really understand the point of it. I talk to them about it, and they just like completely ignore me, or just let it go in ear and out the other. But to me, I don't consider this a waste of time. I consider it sharing my passion with other people. Also, there's lots of people that think gaming is sort of wasted time. But at the end of the day, if you are really enjoying your hobbies, is it really wasted time? No, not really. What else are you going to do to fill your day with? Especially if you've already done stuff that you need to do and you're being a productive member of society. I don't see any issue with it at all. And I think it's a shame on people that have that opinion. So let's look and see what this has to say. He's just the kind of man you hear about who leaves his family for an easy way out. They never saw the signs. He never said a word. He couldn't take another day. So obviously this is about someone who abandoned their family, and that's shame on him. But it says, carry me to the shoreline, bury me in the sand, walk me across the water, and maybe you'll understand. So they're basically saying to like walk with them on this journey, and maybe they could sort of understand what they've been going through. Once the stone you're crawling under is lifted off your shoulders, once the cloud that's raining over your head disappears, the noise that you'll hear is the crashing down of hollow years. That's kind of a deep line. I always love Petrucci's lyrics. I believe A Change of Seasons was almost completely written by him, the lyrics were. And it's just absolutely amazing. I love his lyrical contributions. I don't remember if The Mystery of Lost Souls was. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. I could just look it up after this. Anyways. And it says, she's not the kind of girl you hear about. She'll never want another. She'll never be without. She'll give you all the signs. She'll tell you everything. Then turn around and walk away. So essentially, she pretends to like people to gain different sort of advantages from them. For example, money, probably housing, different kinds of things. But she's never really committed to any particular person. She leads them on, and then she leaves them once she gets what she wants out of them. So that's definitely something that a lot of people can relate to. Anyways, that is going to about wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys learned something in this video. I know I did. Really enjoyed this song, really enjoyed the rest of them as well. If I had to pick an order, I would say Peruvian Skies, then Hollow Years, then, what was the other song? Then You Not Me, and then finally New Millennium. I'm not saying that those two are bad, it's just I like the other ones more. Yeah, that's the way I'm going to end it. If you guys liked this video, I would appreciate it if you guys liked the video, as well as subscribed if you're not already, and leave a comment because it helps us get pushed up further in their algorithms and helps more people see our content. So with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and leave. We'll see you guys later.